Hurting artists by drawing because you have time and money. Huh? You don't need money to draw. You just need paper and pencil. How PewDiePie's drawings made half the art community quit. Why would they quit? They could just practice. Why would you quit because someone famous started drawing? So weird. They call themselves artists. I don't feel like they're real. Maybe they're not real artists, you know? I'm not reacting to the video yet. I'm just reacting to this thumbnail. The problem with PewDiePie's art journey. Wow. When you Google PewDiePie drawing, the first one is, of course, his video, and then the next two ones are all about drama right away. He's rich, I quit. Okay. Maybe you're not a real artist if you quit by when you see other people draw, huh? How about that? Maybe you're not into art because you enjoy it. Maybe you have other reasons because you're drawing. You just want the fame from drawing? Maybe. They weak-willed. They are. They are very weak-willed. That's true. This is why I don't wanna hang out on Twitter anymore. I don't wanna see people complaining about like the smallest shit ever, as if they cannot do anything about it. Why are you complaining? Have you tried solving your problem first? What is your problem, actually? Is it because someone is drawing and they are improving? That's your problem? Why is it your problem? It's their life. They're improving. What does it have anything to do with you? Maybe I guess people are like, they get discouraged because they don't see a lot of progress with themselves. And to that, I say, did you also try drawing every day for like 1 year? I mean, he did try it for 1 year, right? Also, he started for like 30 days first. He started drawing for 30 days. And when you watch the first video about that, you see a little bit of improvement. But he did draw for 30 days. I feel like some people, some artists that claim to be artists are like, I don't see a lot of progress right away. It's like, dude, have you tried practicing first? Have you tried actually doing it every day for at least like a week or a month? Not to say that drawing for a month is gonna make you a really good artist right away. It's just that committing to something will inevitably give you some results, you know? And also, there's a lot of resources online freely available for everyone. There's a lot of artists, YouTubers out there who's gonna teach you how to draw properly, how to practice. And you don't have to practice more than 1 hour a day. Because what he did, if I remember, is he drew 10 minutes per day. And if people say they don't have time for it, like for example, in this video, it says, you have time and money. Everybody has time. Everybody has 10 minutes to spare a day. Surely you have like 10 minutes a day, right? Maybe you don't have 1 hour a day to practice, but you can have 10 minutes. You know? 10 minutes goes a long way if you practice. If you're new to drawing, is it a good idea to be copying drawing as a practice? Yeah. What's so bad about copying? That's it's the usual starting point for drawing. You just copy. Copy what other people draw. It's good practice. Copy life. Copy the things you see around you. That's the best one. If you really want to improve, especially with lighting and coloring, it's best to copy what you see in real life. Like the objects that you actually see. I mean, copying other drawings is also good, but nothing beats reality. You know? Also, so you could, reality is the best reference. If you're after a certain style, though, if you want to draw in a certain style, like anime style, of course it's easier to copy other artists first. Copy like a manga panel, copy like a screenshot of an anime. It's gonna help you. It's gonna help you practice the hand movement, because the first thing that's the most important about drawing is you have to practice the hand movement. Your hand and eye coordination is the basis of drawing. It's like in your mind there is a image that you want to draw, right? But in order to put that on paper, in order to put that on a canvas, you have to communicate to your hand to do this stroke, to do this line, to do this dot, right? So the most important part of drawing is the hand movement. You gotta practice it. Your hand needs to get used to holding a pencil, like how hard or how light you draw something. You know? It doesn't have to look perfect right away. You just have to practice the hand movement first. There's a cockroach in my house. Okay, let's watch the video. I have yapped for 5 minutes without watching the video first.
I drew every day for a year. What's the
Hell
progress? Was it worth it? So
Yes,
this all
of course it's
started
worth
as
it.
a random idea. I wanted to make a progression video and I picked art because I thought it was easy to track. Like I'll draw for 30 days, I can show the first day and then I can compare it to the last day.
Exactly, it's easy to track. You could see it, you could touch it. It's paper, it's pencil on paper. You don't really have to do digital art right away. Because if you go into drawing, I'm thinking that you need a computer, you need a tablet. No, no. Don't spend so much money before you learn a skill. You can draw with pencil and paper first. Exactly, okay? If you want to learn how to draw, pencil, paper, you got it.
That'll be interesting to see. Did I make progress? People were so encouraging on the video and I really enjoyed picking up drawing. So I kept going and I did a 100-day one and people enjoyed it even more.
Hell yeah.
There was no way I was gonna stop. I had to do at least a year. And here we are. Being
Oh,
here, I have so many
wait.
emotions.
What day was that? Day 90. That's pretty cute. I like that. Also, he's drawing background. Dude, when I started drawing, I am so scared of drawing background. And he has like little froggies here. He added elements to the portrait. That's pretty cool. When I started drawing, I cannot do this. I was too scared to ruin the drawing. Because I thought like if I added more stuff to it, it's gonna ruin everything. Or like if I ink my drawing, it's gonna ruin it. Or color it. Dude, he's really confident here. He built up a lot of confidence with this one. And this is just day 98. Ah, so cool.
Being here, I have so many emotions.
Is that what made people quit? Because of that fast improvement? I mean, it is really fast improvement. But still, I don't think that's enough to make anyone quit. If you're really into drawing, you shouldn't quit. If you really like it, why would you quit because someone else is better than you? You know? Like with gaming. For example, when you're playing a game, will you quit playing a game because someone else is better than you at that game? Maybe some people will. Drawing is easy, just type what you want into an AI image generator and then slap your name on it. That's not drawing. And you know it.
Happy? Alright, let's dig into it. Let's watch. Sorry, my nails. This is where it all started. 365 days ago.
Oh, let's see.
Day one.
Ah, so cute. Look
A
at that.
self-portrait.
Baby. Bald baby.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Man, this is nice to watch. Like, okay, some are not terrible. This gives me confidence. Here's when I started to
Dude.
look.
He already tried drawing a pose, huh? This one. That's pretty cool. At the start of his drawing journey, he already started drawing someone in a complicated pose. That's pretty cool.
Here's when I started to look up tutorials and stuff online. You think
Hell
it'd be
yeah.
better, but they
Tutorials
all
are
kind of
pretty
look
good.
like they have some
They
sort of
help a lot.
allergy. Like they ate a lobster and they have a seafood allergy. The chin is very big. I probably would have made it something more like, I wonder if I can fix this. I feel bad for future past self. Damn, I drew so hard, I can't erase. Damn, such a simple change and it's already so much better.
Ah, that's cute.
I realize, and maybe other people have said this too, but drawing is more about training your brain to see rather
Yes.
than actually technical with your hand. I think that's a misconception I
No,
had.
no, it's both. It's both. It's both training your brain to see and it's training your hand to do the movement. Because even if your brain knows what you want to draw, if your hand cannot do it, there's a disconnect there. But it helps that you know how to perceive things, how to see things, how does it look on paper. It's both, Pewdiepie. It's both. Both things are important.
But after 30 days, this was the progress of my first video. I was so happy with it. And
Oh,
I
that's
think,
pretty cool.
Yeah.
Dude, this pose is so hard to draw. Because there's foreshortening on the hand. And the gun as well. But of course, I'm sure he used references for these ones. They're very cute. Some salty people would say he draws so good because he has background in Photoshop. So? This is not Photoshop though. There's no color yet. And there's no undo button in pencil and paper. I mean, there is. There's called an eraser. But there's also eraser in Photoshop. You know what I mean? There's no undo button on paper. Having Photoshop background does not exactly translate to you being good at drawing. Okay? Okay? Why you give up, huh? Stop giving up. Just draw. If you like it, draw. Also, that excuse about time and money, you don't need money to draw. Come on. Come on. Be realistic. Do you need a lot of money to get a sketchbook and pencil? No way, dude.
I think I should be, because the progress is definitely there. So this is my progress after 82 days.
Oh, this is pretty cool.
84.
Oh, this is really cool. I remember seeing this video. I remember seeing his video about this one. This is so cool. This drawing. And also the flow of the hair is very nice. Wow. 3/4 perspective of the face. This is my go-to like view of the face as well. It's easy to draw in 3/4. I don't know. I'm just so lazy to draw someone that's looking in front, like my VTuber model. I'm just looking in front, right? Because it's so difficult to draw two identical eyes. It's too symmetrical. It's like, I'm getting lazy. I don't want to draw a symmetrical face. So usually I just draw someone that looks like this, like 3/4 perspective. Although, the thing about this is you have to align the eyes, of course, and the nose. There's a shape to the nose, but this one is pretty good. Also, he has so much confidence in drawing. Dude, when I started drawing, even if, like, eventually I got used to inking and coloring, not all the drawings that I drew, I put color in it, because I'm too scared. It's like, oh, no. I'd rather just keep it as a sketch and never ink it at all. In my imagination, I wanna color something perfectly, and then I never color it. That's what I used to think. But now, what I usually do is I don't think about it. I just push those thoughts away, and if I need to draw something, I just do it. Just do it. Oh. And also, I draw a lot on digital, so I could just save it as a line art. I don't really have to worry about, like, what if I ruin the sketch? It's like, nah. I mean, it could be ruined, it could not be ruined. I could just save it as a line art, and then I could also have a separate save for color. So it's like, you will not lose anything by coloring or inking something, especially if it's digital. If it's traditional, I mean, there's ways to not ruin the original sketch if you really are attached to the sketch. What you could do is trace over it. You know, like tracing paper? If you put a tracing paper over this and then trace your sketch, and then ink that traced drawing. So if you're scared of ruining the original sketch, just ink the traced drawing so that you can see what it looks like. What would it look like if you put line art on it, or if you like color it? Also, another thing is you could just draw it again. Like, for example, here, if you don't want to ruin here, there's another page here. You could draw the thing again because you've already drawn it once. You have more experience now. After you've already drawn it once, you're gonna be more confident to draw it again. Even if it becomes worse than the first drawing, you will have more experience and you will know how to draw it again. Over Nyoom, hello Steam.
And I really think here's where I peaked in terms of if you wanted to just improve as much as possible in the shortest time. I think just adding colors on papers is so satisfying to look at that it kind kind of
It
forgives
is
a lot of the
satisfying.
anatomy errors, the poor line work, the sketches
the line
still
work
being there.
could
Like, it's just nice to look at regardless.
Could do some
But yeah,
more.
this is the last thing I drew
Oh, it's
for
really
my
cool. I like
100-day
this one.
video, and yeah, it's cute. I did it.
It's very cute.
I drew something. So let's check the progress from there on. That's wrong.
You don't like PewDiePie's team? Why not? I like his drawing journey.
First of all, don't
pretty
do
good.
what I did. I just kept drawing the same things. Anime girl, anime girl. Too much anime.
Dude, they're so cute. You can see the improvement already. Especially this one. This one is very cute. She drew the same face here, but you can see a lot of improvement here. The eyes are on the same line. Eyebrows, not too high. There's cranium. There's actually cranium. It's not a flat head. That's good. And also there's like a little bit of cheek puff. That's kind of cute. A cheek puff. Although I feel like this has reference. Or maybe it doesn't have reference. I don't know. But it's not bad. What the hell? Shit, it's not shit, dude. He's so mean to himself. I mean, I could relate to that. There's a cockroach. Oh, the cockroach is back. Oh no. I could relate to that. There's a bunch of drawings that I'm like, oh my god, this is so shit. But I just continue drawing anyway. It's fine.
Just bad.
It's not bad.
Just bad. I was trying to be technical and like give myself notes so I can improve. I wanted to be more consistent. I think that's why I kept doing this. But if I had to redo it, absolutely not. This is where I should have moved on to something else. I should have just drawn anything else.
Pretty cool. These are pretty
And
cool drawings,
eventually-
dude. That's really nice. These ones are really nice. 3/4 drawing, dude. This is the best angle to draw. Because you don't have to do the symmetry as I was talking about earlier. Very cute. These are very cute. And also, it doesn't forget to draw the ears. Usually, I forget to draw the ears when I was younger. Just don't draw the ears. I just hide them in a lot of hair.
And eventually I did. I really wanted to draw more color,
it's
but
cute.
it takes so much time to do that, and I really felt like I needed mileage more than anything. So just adding a little bit of color.
Oh my god,
sure,
so cute.
We'll ink it, but that's the most effort I'm gonna get into. Yeah, just sketching
The
random
faces are
stuff I
very
find
cute.
online. Finally, I move on and I draw boys.
Ooh,
This is the
male
boys'
characters.
art.
Hell yeah.
I drew so much guys from anime because I thought
Oh, Jujutsu?
I drew so many mangas. You probably recognize these. I think this is Jujutsu Kaisen. I think this is a good time for me to address
Oh,
a
that's
couple things.
really cool, that one. Hold on. This one's pretty cool. This angle? I mean, even I have difficulty drawing male characters. I'm better at drawing female characters. It takes me a lot of effort to draw male characters, especially without references. This one's really cool. I like it. Fish! Nice fish. I mean, I guess with anime style, it's easier to draw male characters, but I tend to like draw male characters more realistically. It's like when I draw male characters, it has more lines than female characters, because with female characters, the features are softer, they're more delicate. But with male characters, it's okay to draw a lot of lines. They're more angular, kinda. I guess it depends on what kind of character you're drawing, but yeah.
This is a good time for me to address a couple things from my last video. And one of them is just a huge thanks to other YouTubers that reacted to my video. I think that was so cool to see and actually get encouraged by professionals.
Hell
I
yeah.
really, really
Oh,
appreciated
I remember
that.
watching this video. When Rubber Ross reacted to his first video. It's pretty cool. It's pretty informative. This is a difficult pose to do. It would be easier if you know how to draw the human body form. I mean, copying something, it could work, but if you draw this from scratch, this is hard. That's pretty cool.
Another thing was that people said I had an art background. That was like a rumor that went around, and I guess I take that as a compliment, but no, I do not. I have not studied art. That was the whole point of this video.
There you go.
Not being
I did not study art.
I have not drawn since I was a kid, but I loved doing Photoshop. Before YouTube, I loved photoshopping images and creating artworks that way. So maybe in a sense that helped. But I think the biggest sort of thing that helped is that I'm actually older. Like I'm 35 now, and I think if I did this thing when I was younger, I would not have seen the same improvement. But I also think, you know, the improvement I had, anyone can achieve. Like I wanted my video to be inspiring for other people to do the
Anyone
same
can
thing.
achieve this.
Like that's my goal. Like people say anyone can draw, and I truly, truly believe that.
It's true.
Oh, and
it's true. Anyone can draw. If you put your heart into it, anyone can draw. You know? Because everybody, when they were younger, they draw whatever they want to draw, right? It's all about that confidence. Because I guess when you were young, you don't really think too much about being embarrassed of your drawing. You're just proud about what you draw and you show it to everyone, and everyone's like, yeah, it's so cute, it's so good. But when people become older, they lose that confidence, they lose that shamelessness. And they kind of stop drawing because they think that, oh my god, I'm not that good anyway. Why would I continue this? Or maybe they're interested in something else. You know? But everyone can draw. That's true. That's true. You just put your mind into it. Practice. Good practice, actually. It's not just practice, you need good practice. And there's a lot of resources out there that will tell you how to practice properly. For example, I will give you one YouTuber that's really good at teaching. Mark Brunette. This guy, you wanna know about anatomy? Wanna know how to draw really nice art? Check out Mark Brunette. He's good. He's good. Really good. Really good teacher. I still have yet to practice properly using his videos because I want to learn how he does the different body types because his body types are really cool. Muscular. There's different body types actually, but like a lot, it seems like are muscular. There's more meat into the body. It's not just anime, it's kind of more anatomically sound. I don't know, it's pretty good. If you want to learn anatomy, you want to learn how to draw, check this guy out.
And by the way, I wrote a blog post. Yes, I write blog posts now. It's just more details about my favorite type of notebooks, my favorite kind of pens. If I were to do this challenge again, what would I do differently? How to remain consistent? All these sort of stuff. If you wanted to do this challenge yourself, I recommend checking that out. I just didn't want to get too much detail in this video. But an insecurity of mine was brewing, which was I couldn't, like if I wanted to draw anime style. Sorry, it's hard to see here. You start with a circle, you draw a middle line, you draw where the eyes are going to be, you kind of figure out how the chin is going to be, the nose, the mouth, the ear.
That's cute.
And then you swirl in some hair really quick. This method is so helpful because when you draw, it's all about balance.
Guidelines.
Like if I drew directly, same thing, and anything is like out of proportion, the whole thing just kind of looks weird.
That's true.
So to draw directly, it was so difficult. So I bought this pen. This pen is amazing.
Wait, is he trying to draw directly with a pen? I mean, it is difficult to draw directly with a pen. I guess the strategy there is you imagine where the facial features would be without drawing the guidelines. But still, it's difficult. I don't think there's a shame in drawing guidelines. It's fine. You could just draw guidelines if you want, dude.
It's a brush pen, and if you squeeze it, ink comes out, and you can draw really
I used to have a
slim
brush
lines. or really thick lines really quickly.
Hell yeah.
And I told myself I was gonna force myself to use this pen, even though it looks like shit. I was gonna really like, I'm gonna use this pen. I need to learn how to draw without the whole circle thing again. At least that's what I wanted to do. And it took some time. It felt
he is
taking
pretty
100
confident
steps
with it.
back, but that's how you have to improve. You know, you have to get out of your comfort zone. But I think
My God,
eventually
it's been a while since I
started
drew with
to
a pen.
sort of get the hang of it, and you can get kind
Oh
of
yeah.
really quickly satisfying result with the high contrast. I really enjoyed
High contrast
so I
looks nice.
did some manga panels, and yeah, it feels like I'm looking at a manga. It's really cool. Getting more comfortable.
Oh, that's cool.
It's still so hard with proportions, man. Like anything is slightly off, it's gonna suck. So yeah, this felt like a little side quest, but I'm glad I took it. And yeah, it was really fun. But what I should have been doing is draw other things as well. I did find it amazing, like how I could all of a sudden, even though I never practiced drawing a cloud, I could draw a cloud better than I ever could. So that's
Yes.
cool. Okay, I'm done. But I think something finally sparked in me where before I was like, okay, I just want
Shade,
to draw
let's
for the
go.
sake of drawing. I don't have any interest in
Grace?
anything.
That is so cool. Because there's different line weight and there's shading as well. Dude, I don't have this much confidence with the traditional art. I would still draw this with a pencil first and then ink it later. I mean, I could try it again, but I don't draw that much traditional art anymore. That's good confidence,
drawing
Pewdiepie.
manga
You got
panels.
it.
I started drawing perspective, and I wanted to understand these things.
Perspective.
Drawing landscapes.
Perspective
This
takes a
is
lot of time to
Nihei. I
learn,
love his
though.
work so much. So finally, after I don't know 300 days of drawing, I picked up an art book. I should have done this
Oh, hell yeah.
ages ago. So I picked up a couple art books, some more technical than others, but I really enjoyed this one, Taco, because I enjoyed the style of it. Obviously, everyone has different
Taco,
preferences.
yes.
I think if you were to be a professional artist, you probably
Man, I
want to
want
pick
a
like a
book of
human
Taco.
anatomy book and really study it. But for me, it's just supposed to be fun. And I think if I'm having fun, I will remain consistent. So at least that's what I was trying to focus on. I picked up books about perspective because
I mean, that's good. That's good idea. That's good thinking. If you're having fun, you're gonna remain consistent and you're gonna wanna do it over and over again. Because the problem with some people is like they lose the fun aspect of it. Maybe they focus too much on the technicality of stuff, or they focus too much about like the lack of improvement. But the thing is, in any skill that you wanna learn, you need to have fun. Don't force yourself to have fun though. You need to find the fun in it. It's like you enjoy what you do and do what you enjoy. There you go. Do what you enjoy what you do. Those two things first. And I mean, if you just want to learn how to draw, I don't know. What am I saying? Learning how to draw and learning a new skill is really good. It helps you. It helps the brain. And the thing about improving is it's always difficult to see improvement when you're just looking at your own stuff. You gotta ask other people like if they see improvement in what you're doing. You gotta ask a second opinion, okay? Don't just rely on yourself to form the opinion. Ask other people, like, do they actually see improvement in what you're doing? You know? Or maybe they could give you advice. They could give you advice on which areas to improve. Because if you just keep to your bubble, if you just look at your own stuff, it doesn't really help that much. You need like another perspective to it, because sometimes you get too into it and you do not see outside the box, so to speak. Because you're too into it. You're too into it, dude.
I want to learn and I want to understand this. And I think finally that clicked in me. It went from me just wanting to sketch whatever to, no, I actually want to understand these things so I can draw them better. And I wish I did that
Taco.
sooner. Again,
I
this
want a
felt
book of
like
him.
taking
That's
so
very
many
cool.
steps back because I had no clue how to draw a body. Zero. I had not practiced it.
Me too.
At all.
I don't know what to draw. I don't know what I'm
I
doing.
had sketched
I don't know
so
how to draw. Oh
much,
no.
and I still, it feels embarrassing to admit this, but like everyone was so amazed by my 101 that I felt like, okay, well, my year 1 has to be really good, right? Like, but progress isn't a straight line. Like, I think I was being too hard on myself, where I was getting close to a year and I'm like, I don't have anything to show for it. I drew a full body one.
Oh, yeah, that's really good.
And I'm like comparing it to my 80-day one, and I'm like, the 80-day one, it's still better.
No, it's
Even
not.
though it's just
Not
like
really.
full body, it's still better. So yeah, if you want to improve, you have to kind of go through the pain of sucking again, I guess.
Yes, that's true.
It really felt
First
like,
step
oh,
for
cool. Like,
improvement
I drew for
is
this
being
much,
bad at it.
and I don't have anything to show for it. I think I wanted to learn
Ooh,
to
hands?
draw
Stop saying
and
hands?
actually
Hell yeah.
understand anatomy. Before, it didn't matter to me. It was just a hobby. But now I'm like, I want to actually know, like, how do you draw legs? How do you draw different expressions? I was genuinely panicking. Like,
Stop panicking. It's okay.
I've been so frustrated this entire month. Not only because I wanted to show for the video, but I felt genuinely in me like, I can do more. I know I can do more. I know I can do better. And I really wanted that to show. So I really did push myself a lot towards the end here. And that's when I bought an iPad.
Ooh, iPad.
Coming in
Digital
clutch
drawing.
last
Hell yeah.
minute. Super satisfying to draw with a pen on an iPad.
I haven't
But obviously it
tried
was very
drawing on an
different.
iPad
So
yet.
again,
Wait,
it was like
I
a
have,
last minute
actually.
learning
Never mind.
curve of me not understanding the program and yada yada yada. So let's go through the last thing I drew, which was on the iPad. So I started off just sketching, and I was still too scared to draw bodies. I drew this, which I thought was going to be amazing, and I ended up really hating it. I think the colors are fun, but I didn't know how to draw hair. I at least try to draw like a full body, but I was so scared of getting it wrong that I think I just
Coloring?
made it look
Hell yeah.
weird. So I practiced drawing hair, but it's just like nothing interesting about it.
I
This
mean,
is
the
just
hand
to
needs
try
work,
it
but
out.
the
And then I
face is
thought,
pretty
okay,
good.
I'm gonna
Oh, it is
really
pretty good.
wow you guys. I started
Nice
the
line
line
art.
work. I tried my best to draw the actual
Line art is pretty
hands. This is gonna be so good. And this is the end result. And I genuinely hate looking at it.
What?
I've looked at it so much, it just pisses me off. Even now, I don't want to. In my head, it was going to be so much more, you know. And then you look at it and you're like, oh, cool.
I see what
that
you
was
mean.
it, huh? I desperately.
I mean, what I could see from this drawing, let's say, let's criticize his art. I guess this shadow is strange. Because this is part of the face as well. This cheek here. This shadow is kind of blending it with the hair. And this, like, cooler color here. It needs more darker red over here. Because the balance between the cooler light and this dark thing is kind of off. It's like mixing all together. When you shade hair, especially hair or any form, it's better to follow the flow. Follow the flow of the hair. And he didn't really follow it. Also, another one that I noticed, especially with like starting artists, beginner artists, I don't know what to call that. They always use soft shading, like the airbrush brush. Don't use it. Stop using airbrush. That's all I can say. Just use hard edges. Don't be scared of hard edges. Come on, man. I mean, I also use like soft brushes. But if you wanna shade different shades, if you wanna put different shades on a form or on a shape, it's better to practice with hard edges first. Hard brushes. Don't be scared of hard brushes. The soft brushes is gonna be your downfall. Like, for example, this one. I think this is a good start with the hard contrast with the highlight and high dark. That's good. But also there's a lot of like airbrush here. Airbrush going on. Stop using airbrush. Use hard brush. It also helps you practice with shapes and forms. That's what I learned from other artists. You gotta think in forms. Practice the forms first. Okay? It helps a lot. Is that too vague? Maybe that's too vague. That's a vague advice. But main takeaway, stop using the soft airbrush. Stop it. If you want to soften from one color to the other, if you want to soften that, you can just blur it out later. But first, use the hard brush. Blur it out later, okay?
And like, oh, cool. That was it, huh? I desperately tried to draw something else because I don't know, like I felt like I could do more, but I kept drawing and I couldn't. Like it just came out looking weird and unsatisfying. This was supposed to be like the most simplest thing ever, like black high contrast with some color. Still, I didn't like it. And I was getting so close to the deadline. I think I have like 20 days left until
He's putting
this
a
video.
self-imposed deadline.
Body with perspective, and I thought it came out pretty good. I was okay with this one, but I still felt like I could do more. So I sketched for a couple days, and I told myself I'm gonna give one last effort. I have to really like it to actually sketch it. And this is the last thing I drew.
Hello,
I
Edward-san.
finished
Oh, this is
it
very
yesterday, and I think I'm
This was
finally
very
happy
cute.
with it.
I like it.
I finally drew clothes. That isn't just
Yay,
black.
clothes!
And I actually put some more
Also,
time
that
into
hand,
the
though,
hair
that
and,
hand
like,
is
making
difficult
the
to draw.
lines look nice and small little details and having the high contrast light. Maybe it's wrong,
Hell yeah.
but it's there at least, and I think it makes it more interesting. You know, with
It's pretty good.
shadows and different pose. You know, all of it. I think I'm finally happy with it. I think.
I mean, it's pretty good because you can clearly see that the light is coming from the top. The light is here, light is here. There's light on top of the hand, light on top of the nose. This forehead lighting is kind of weird, but you can understand what he's trying to do here. Stop using the soft brush. Soft brush, no, not soft brush. Soft brush. Why did I say soft brush? Stop using soft brushes. But this is a good piece, I think. Very cute, especially this part. So soft. I like the little highlights here. And the transition of the pink colors. Very nice. The hand needs work, but you can clearly understand what's going on in the picture. So, yeah.
For a year progress, yeah.
Yeah,
Am I allowed to be happy?
of course.
It took a lot of paint to get there, you know? Like, let's compare. Day 1,
See? That's
day
really good.
365. I don't know, maybe maybe you guys disagree, but I feel like I finally beat my 80-day whatever. This is still better.
He cannot get over that drawing.
I genuinely
Oh
can't.
my god, I felt that. There's sometimes you draw a really good piece and you're like, this is the best that I can do. And then the more you draw, it's like you're chasing that high. You're chasing the same quality that you did before. And then it's like you're confused by yourself because like, how did I do that? And now I can't do it again. What's going on? Am I really that bad? No, you're not that bad. Okay? It's just that you're improving. It's slow and painful improvement. I'm sure he could do the same quality again. For sure. For sure.
Not thank you guys enough for all the love and support with making these videos. It was such a massive encouragement for me to actually continue doing this. I'm the kind of person that love to try different things. I try new things all the time and I really enjoy doing that. But every once in a while, I find something that I really, really, really love and I will continue doing no matter what. And I think art might just be one of those things for me. I used to love drawing as a kid and I don't know why I stopped, but I'm so happy to be back doing it. It feels like I never stopped. I wanted this whole thing also to be inspiring. I want
it
other
is
people
inspiring.
to have this experience as well. People say that anyone can draw and I truly believe that. And it goes for anything really. Like it's about practice, constant practice, no matter what. It's not rocket science. You put in the work and you get a result for it, hopefully. Like I said, I love to do so many different things. Usually if I try something, people are like, oh yeah, that's cool. Well, watch me do it 100 times better. And it's just kind of like, yeah, I'm just beginner. But with me drawing, it was genuinely just everyone being encouraging. And I think that was just amazing. And I really appreciate that. So yes, thank you everyone. I'll see you guys in the next one. Whenever that will be, I don't know, but it will be.
In 10 years? Improvement after 10 years. Dude, imagine after 10 years he's gonna be like a splash artist. It's pretty good. Pretty good improvement overall, I feel like. Oh my god, he's so confident, dude. Look at that. Coloring right away. Hell yeah. It took me years before I actually tried digital art and then coloring properly on digital art. If you've seen my drawing before, bruh, they're really bad. Like the first time I tried digital art, it's so weird. It's so cringe. You know what it is? When you're looking at your old works, you cringe at it because it's so bad. It's because you improved. That's how it is. Improve. Also, I only started drawing digital art seriously during the pandemic. Yeah. Yeah. Before that, I used to draw a lot of traditional art. But I guess my background is different from this guy, of course. My background is different from Pewdiepie because I actually went to art school. And I feel like that's more you know, the one that is talking about like he has nothing to show for it after 1 year. Well, imagine if you went to art school. And I feel like, man, I went to art school, but I'm not really that great. I don't know. Anyway, it's not about me. This is a good video. Why I'm just self-inserting. Self-insert my opinion on this video, because that's what I do. Yes. Wanna try drawing? Try what he did. Do it for like 1 week or 1 month. 10 minutes. 10 minutes each day. You'll see improvement. And of course, when you don't see improvement or like you don't know what to do, refer to videos, refer to the resources that we have online. Refer to books. It helps a lot. Yes. Yes! This is the ending song. Ending song. This is the ending song.